What's up, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be talking about getting more water damage jobs. Specifically, we're going to be looking at the difference between insurance agents and plumbers. Which one's the best? Which one's the worst? They both have pros and cons. I'm going to be breaking it all down in this video. Here's the deal. If you own a restoration company and you're interested in getting more referrals from plumbers or agents, you do not want to miss this video. Let's go. All right, guys, as we get started, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button and drop a comment down below. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And I ask that because anytime you drop a comment in there or give me a like, then that will show the algorithm that you're engaging with it and it'll show it to more people. And that is how you can help me out. Okay. So that being said, here's what you can expect about this video. We're going to have this broken down in a few parts. We're going to look at insurance agents. What's the good and bad, the pros and cons of insurance agents? And there are plenty. Okay. And then we're going to be looking at some of the pros and cons of plumbers and how can you be more successful with plumbers? And then we'll also take some time towards the end of the video and I'll give you some sales tips and tricks about converting stuff around. So let's hop in.
Let's get to word of mouth referrals. Word of mouth referrals. There's really two types. You've got agents and you've got plumbers. So let's talk about agents. I'll tell you the best thing about agents. A customer will sit there in a wet house for 5 days waiting on whoever the agent says to use show up. Okay. And my son doesn't wear pants. He only wears underwear. What's up, buddy? How can I help you?
Can I have dessert since I ate my pizza?
Can I finish my video first? It'll be just a few minutes. You got pizza on your face. That was so rude. This is going on YouTube, okay? That's going to go on YouTube, just so you know.
I know that,
okay.
Even though I always want to be on a video.
All right, well, you are. So anyway, the best thing about agents is agents, man, those are just the easiest sales in the world when an agent refers you, okay? Let's talk about the problems with agents. They don't send you one job type. They're going to send you everything they get calls for because, like, if you're going to build a high-value relationship with them, you should take care of them, right? And I would get random calls from, like, stuff we don't do. Like, I can't tell you how many times I got a call because someone ran over a brick mailbox. And, like, no money in a brick mailbox. I don't do that. And I would have to go service that call or risk that agent using someone else that would do it. And that's usually what would happen is if you don't take care of all their leads, they will leave you. Okay. For someone else that will, because I would take y'all's leads because I would make those promises. And after a while, I was like, man, I'm kind of getting tired of this. The other problem with agents is they will send you freaking across the state, bro. And the reason why is this. A lot of times they write a policy for a homeowner 10 miles down the road. That's great. The homeowner sells their house. They move somewhere else. They're going to call their agent and give their agent a shot. What if they moved an hour away? That agent's still going to get first crack at it. That agent might even and probably will get the business. And that agent is now going to send you an hour away because you need to service their leads, okay, and service what they got. So an agent will send you further away than you want. So this brings me to the reason why my favorite, boys and girls, is plumbers. And let's talk about one good reason. Number one, plumbers have very nice, tight service radiuses. Okay. Very nice, tight service radiuses. And, they won't drive an hour to set a commode. So you won't have to go an hour to do any of that stuff. Just like an agent, a plumber will send you a nice, warm word of mouth referral. Those are good, easy jobs to sell. Not as simple as an agent. Let me say that to you differently. If you get a referral from a plumber, you want to get out there and you want to sign them up and take care of them. You still don't want them to call their agent because their agents, the trust with their agent might supersede the trust with the plumber. So for that reason, I don't never mention insurance. I just go out there and look at it. Okay. So plumber gives you a nice tight service radius. Agent does not. And here's the other reason why I like plumbers for an ROI. If you're going to invest $10,000 to $15,000 in internet marketing, once you turn it off, bro, it's done. It produces nothing for you. And you can invest $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 into some relationships with some plumbers. And not only will you get referrals, but like it doesn't stop. Like there's not a switch that it quits working. And the internet stuff, you got to pay in advance, whether you get it or not. A lot of times with these plumbers, you might get some shady leads and like you'll work that out with them. You're typically going to pay for signed jobs most of the time with plumbers. And so for these reasons, I feel like plumbers give me the best ROI. Number one, I get terms on the jobs. I don't have to, like with pay-per-call, you're paying for the stuff immediately, whether you get it or not. It's more expensive. They're colder leads. The internet marketing stuff with agencies, you're paying up front in many cases, and you're waiting 90 days. And I'm just telling you, bro, if y'all gave me $15,000 to help you build relationships with plumbers, 30 days, you're going to be covered up, bro. 30 days, you'll be covered up. And here's the reason why. You can invest that money into a relationship in a systematic way where I can show you how to touch on the pains and the troubles that a plumber has when they work with a restoration company. And we start poking on those. Those are pain points. And when you start poking on them and you identify pain with these plumbers, and then once you identify a plumber that is willing and able to give you a shot, it's like taking candy from a baby. It's like taking candy from a baby. It's like getting a $20,000 paid in full from Chubb. You know what I'm saying? It's like getting piffed from Chubb. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Who loves Chubb? If you love Chubb, drop a comment, piff down below. And if you don't know what piff is, that's paid in full, my man. Paid in full. Chubb is a good paid in full. And the reason why they are is quite simply put, they're a high net worth carrier. And that's another reason why you don't want to work with any plumber. You want to work with the expensive plumbers, the super duper expensive ones, the ones that you would probably call a crook. Those are the ones you want. You want Miss Daisy to call in the plumber, $600, $700 set of commode. Those are the clients that you want. Okay. Why? Because they're not over there cutting coupons and pinching pennies for you.
Hey guys, real quick, in case you didn't know, I help people just like you grow and scale your water damage restoration business. If you are interested in me helping you grow and scale your company, go to workwithshane.com. We hop on a 15-minute call to see if we're a good fit. Workwithshane.com. Now, let's go back to the video.
And the other thing I'll say is this. If you guys are really hurting for revenue in mitigation, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. There's other things that you're screwing up, like how you answer the phone. You've got, look at my hair, bro. I just swam with my son today. This is straight up Florida hair. You've got holes in your intake process. You've got holes in your sales process. You've probably got holes in your onboarding process. And these cost you. Like you wind up losing fish. You lose leads. So if a water damage job is a fish, getting the lead is just that thing to hit the bobber. Okay. In order to catch that fish or land that job, you got to reel it in. And there's places like you may not hook the bait well. You may not set the hook well. You may not have a good net, and you're trying to swing it and lip it into the boat. There's 4 or 5 different ways. There actually, if you came to the boot camp, I showed you guys 6 different pain points where you guys are losing water damage jobs. You lose them in 6 places, all before you ever do the job. All before you ever do the job. And that's a problem. And here's what I'm telling you. I'll solve that for you. I will solve that for you. Okay. Y'all want to know how to solve those 6 pain points? And how, because like if you don't, you're not going to ROI. It's not about catching fish. If you got holes in your net and you don't know how to set the hook well, the fish ain't the problem, bro. It's the fisherman. It's the fisherman. And it might be you. It might be your team. You go to workwithshane.com, you can find out. But either way, I'm just going to tell you, you want to get those things buttoned up before you go spend $15,000 or $20,000 with a marketing agency. If you don't do that, every penny you spend to get more fish, that's not the biggest problem. The same way that I say this to clients, until you're doing over 12 jobs a month, all you need is more jobs. All you need is more water jobs. If you're not doing over 10 to 12 water damage jobs a month, don't ask me about anything. All we need is more jobs. That's it. And now once you're doing over 10 to 12 jobs a month, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at your estimates and invoices. I'm going to find out how much money you're leaving on the table. What are you not putting on your invoice that you should? And we'll give you a systematic way to collect and negotiate your estimates and invoices. Okay. Those are the first 2 things that I'm going to wind up doing. And why is that? Because once you've got enough job, and because you need to be averaging $7,000, $8,000 for a clean cat 1. You need to be averaging $7 to $8,000 for a clean cat 1. And I'll give you the estimate templates to do that. Just copy mine. All right. But the minute that you've got 10 to 12 water damage jobs coming in a month, and this is the reason why people come to the boot camp and we help them get a huge ROI, is because, bro, if you do 10 jobs a month and you're leaving $1,000 to $2,000 off your invoice, that's a lot of money, honey. That's a lot of money. What is that? $20,000 a month? That's $200,000 a year. 200 grand a year. And that's on jobs you already get anyway, dog. That's on jobs you already get anyway. So what I'm telling you, that's the lowest hanging fruit. And the lowest hanging fruit in every business changes. It depends on where you are. It depends on where you are. It really, really does. I don't even know why you're watching this. How do you take me serious with this hair? This is insane. You know what? I'm almost 50 years old. I'm just happy that I have hair. You know what I'm saying? Happy that I got it. Hopefully y'all found this helpful. My son is on me about trying to get him some dessert. What'd you say you want? Some ice cream, bud?
No, I want a popsicle.
You want a popsicle? Y'all think I should get the little man a popsicle? I'm probably
Say yes.
Yeah. Give me a yes. I'm going to go get him a popsicle. Hopefully that is helpful for you guys. We'll see you guys next video.
Guys, if you didn't already know, the two biggest problems you're going to have in owning a restoration company are this. Number one, getting consistent water damage jobs coming in the door. Number two, getting paid what you're worth for those water damage jobs. For that reason, I'm addressing both those problems with these videos to my left or right. On one side, it's about getting jobs. On the other side, it's about getting paid. Go over there, click the link. I'll see you in the next video.